Greetings. I am Toymax Into Gladiator today with Showdown. This is Jarl. This is using the Duke engine or game system, but it is based on the Vikings TV show, which I have not watched yet. But there's someone at the auction selling a bunch of stuff for the Duke, and I figured might as well. All right, so we've got two sides, starting off with the Jarl and two Freemen, starting out on either square with two Freemen adjacent. So black side first, and then white. There's interesting little notches in the tiles that looks like for the outer uh, edge of the piece. Seems to be following for like carving into. Interesting. So yeah, either move or attack or place a new tile adjacent to the Jarl, and then you can win by either capturing their Jarl or putting them in a position where they cannot move and cannot place any tiles. So let's start off by adding. I don't know if we can hear that, but actual bakelite tiles are pretty nice. So the Freeman, that's the non-starting side. So it has to go adjacent. It's gonna go there. To go ahead and either take a non-capture move forward by two, which when you do that, it'll put us in that position. So that's what we're gonna do. Jump over there, flips the tile, and it's back to this side. Can't draw any more tiles because there's no spaces adjacent. So what I'm going to do is move diagonally. We could capture if anyone was there, and then flip. Okay. So back to this side. It's going to move diagonally, flip. Nobody capture. Here, the let's see here. Move the arrow out this way, which we'll go ahead and do that. Can't. We can jump over on units. Okay. They're gonna draw a new unit. Okay. So the huntsman. So interesting things with this version. Some pieces have starting sides on both sides because of the way they work out. So think about where other pieces might end up. Okay. Might do is place here. So that gives the huntsman these spaces to immediately attack. This to do a long range strike. Here for a non-combat jump. Here for just a regular move. And defense over here. Alright. Since we're in a position to deploy some more things, more units, we get a spearman. Yeah. Let's go ahead and it goes in a weird spot. Okay. So the spearman here strike or jump should be interesting. All right. So let's see. Do a non-combat move here. That puts him in a weird spot. Let's go ahead. Then puts us in a position to deal with the spearman. But then the spearman can just attack anyway. All right. So we'll do is we'll take the freeman. Yeah, because it flips over to a shield. Right. And now the Jarl. Technically could theoretically move here, in which case that would put him in a position to deal with the huntsman. The freeman doesn't have a combat move that way, so that's what we'll go ahead and do. Jump, flip. So he could go here. So the Jarl is going to threaten this freeman, this huntsman. Units that could threaten the Jarl. That is a non-combat move. It's a non-combat move. The strike would have been here. There. Okay. So maybe it's time to pull a new piece for this side. A spearman. Well, if we put him here, that means if the Jarl tries to take the huntsman, then the spearman is going to strike the Jarl. So we have our defense. So what's it gonna do for this strategy here? Let's see, the spearman jumps. Then the huntsman has to strike back. Freeman moves. Then that spearman moves. Or the freeman would move. There's a shield in the way here because of the freeman's shield. The defense icon is a solid square. What I might have to do is get some extra support. We have the axe warrior. Defense out front. Some attack moves to the forward, left and right, and straight to the right or left. It's non-starting side. Can strike far away. It's gotta go adjacent to the Jarl. If it goes here, it's in striking range of the huntsman. If it goes here, it's in striking range of the spearman. Here, it's spearman can strike without having to move. But if you go here, and the spearman jumps, then you're all trying to capture spearman. And there's not a whole lot of recourse for them to do anything about it. The Jarl's in a weird spot though. This may have been ill advised. But let's say they follow through with it. So the spearman will go ahead and jump to the axe warrior, removing it and flipping over. Now my Jarl's threatened. I have to act. The Jarl has to move, or the threatening piece has to be captured. So the threatening piece is going to be captured and flip over. Euro. All right. So where does that leave this side? The Jarl's immediate threats are here, 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 and here if there's any pieces to capture. The huntsman were to move here. It's a non-combat move. It would put them in this position where they would continue to not threaten the Jarl. Baptist Freeman. Non-combat move. Or move. The problem is the Jarl's shields are this direction. Okay, so what I might do is go ahead and just drop another piece. The Shield Maiden. The Shield Maiden also has two non starting sides, and her ability is shield defense. So wherever she is, those pieces are protected, as if they had defense icons all around them. So just here, she could protect both of them. But here, she could protect both of them, but her movement's limited to here and here jumping. In order to move forward, she has to flip over to the other side. So we play our piece. Let's figure out what to do next. Go here. It means the huntsman's going to have an opening. Spearman is blocked from moving backwards. I think what I'm going to do is move the Freeman so that the Spearman has that option. Okay. This Freeman moves forward, means the Spearman will strike, but the Spearman would then be dropped to a strike forward approach. Huntsman. Should I try moving the Huntsman is the thing. There's the other problem is that Shieldman's kind of stuck. If she moves, then that risks the Jarl and then no longer protecting her own pieces. Okay. So we've got one more open side to work with. Let's go ahead and drop another piece. The chieftain. The chieftain starting side and not starting side. The chieftain has the power to command. Instead of moving the tile of the warrior itself, anyone occupying those three spaces could be moved instead. But it'll flip the the chieftain for using the command. Better look at him. All right, so the chieftain has to go here. No arguing. It's where it's at. It cannot command anyone right now because those are its command spaces. Okay. How can I move here? Could move here, which would threaten two pieces at once. How does that? How's that going to work out? Because if it works, because the Freeman can only go here, or non-combat here. Shield Maiden can move here. The Chieftain has blocked the Shield Maiden's jump away from from there. So you're all here. Clips. We now have all this to threaten. Well, Huntsman can jump. And now it has a shield that will hopefully hold back the Jarl from moving in that direction. But now that might have been ill thought out, perhaps, because the spearman can jump over here, and the Jarl is now in check. Except that the Jarl has defense, because this side isn't thinking straight, just rushing into danger. So what is that? And the Jarl's protected by the Shield Maiden anyway. But now it creates some interesting situations here. The chieftain's immediate attack area is here, here if it can move. Yeah, the chieftain's kind of stuck. Shield Maiden's not in a good position either. Jarl has a defense right there. Right. Freeman. Right, because the Shield Maiden is also protecting this square. And if we move here, move straight back, and it flips here, the Freeman can now strike the Spearman without any trouble. Right. So what we do on this side. To do something about the Shield Maiden. Does the defense stop the Jarl from moving past the Huntsman or the Shield Maiden? Or its target square. So we're not targeting the Huntsman, we're targeting the Shield Maiden. The only problem is the Jarl has room to counterattack. That's a problem. As does the Freeman. The Jarl does not have shields to. Okay, so what? No, if we move here, this Freeman captures. That's the problem. So what I'm not to do is just go ahead and get another beat. Right. I'll see. And then the backside of that. Very diagonal oriented attacks. Okay. That's safe from the Huntsman and the Freeman. Alright. So what are we left to do on this side? We can draw someone out this way. Alternatively, we can jump back here, protected by the Shield Maiden, and we can deal with that Spearman. That's what we'll have to do. Known capture jump, and flip. Okay. Let's see. So we jump Gothy to capture the Freeman. We're coming from this direction, so we can ignore the shield, the defense. There's no straight line moves to the target. Whichever path goes around the defense icon. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's not think too hard about this and just go for it. And we capture and we flip. Except, well, we're going to be able to take out the Freeman. But now who's threatened over here? Well, I know. Non-combat jump from the chieftain. The chieftain's just in a really weird spot. Maybe we go ahead and capture the spearman. Right. So what have we got on this side? Still in a weird position with the Gothy. Was I can't capture the shield maiden without the counterattack. Freeman moves here. Oops. It'll threaten the huntsman, will then immediately counterattack. Gothy move. No, that's a solid move. I have to have a clear path. Jump. Puts him in line of fire the huntsman. Go here or here. Just remember on the backside. Right. There, and then we're in a position to deal with the huntsman. Right. Or go there. That's a really weird piece. I think what we'll do is move here. Jump, flip over. All right. So Freeman can move, which will mess with the non-combat of that one. But then it's not in a good position to capture anything. The huntsman. The huntsman makes the non-combat move here. They're in a position to deal with them. The Gothy. Gothy's only way to move is to go here, 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 or back here. It's not really a standout strategy. Hmm. So what we can do. But here's the thing, they have to move here. Take them. Which the Freeman can counter with. I don't know if they want to lose their huntsman. So let's go ahead and take another piece. All right. The Berserker. There's a starting side. There's a non-starting side. This one inflicts dread and prevent movement in those spaces. Let's see here. There. And then now the huntsman's got to move or be captured. Let's see here. So you know what? We'll just deal with it. We'll capture the Gothy. She'll flip the huntsman, and then the Freeman will go ahead and capture the huntsman. I don't know how it's on a roll that. It is for the huntsman to be captured by a Freeman, but so now it's here. Moving back until we eventually get into a better command. I don't know, it's not really helping that situation. It's not really helping the chieftain to continue to be stuck in one spot either. Going there puts it into capture range of Jarl. Here, so the chieftain flips. It can threaten stuff to its diagonals. It can protect its own front as well. So let's. All right, non-combat jump over to here. All right. So here, if it flips over. If it flips over, it'll put into dread the chieftain and my own Jarl, which is annoying, but let's go ahead and lock the chieftain down. Oh, any tile as acting as the Jarl, as well as any tile with a dread icon, is immune. So I can still move my own at least, and he can move his. So, well, move the Field Maiden. It's not a good position to be in, is it? All right. So we're gonna take a Spearman. All right. Here, and we can just jump over and take the Freeman. So this Freeman's got to move or die. Berserker. The Berserker moves there. Threatens a whole lot. This fight is never ending. Right there. The Freeman stare down right there is just crazy. All right. Well, go here. Flip. All right. So here, Freeman jumps. Be able to strike the Berserker. Unfortunately, it also puts it in position to be captured by that Freeman. Absolute pain in the ass. The chieftain is still stuck under dread. What if we move the Earl? Because, this is one thing this side hasn't done all game. Jump. And now we've got range here, here, here. Defense. All right. Well, be a straight path. Clear. The chieftain is still under dread. The shield maiden is unprotected. There's no counterattack. Jump. Capture. And now the Jarl threatens the chieftain. Chieftain is stuck under the dread of the Berserker, so they cannot move. The Jarl's in a position to potentially deploy some extra support. So he'll get the Warlord. Also has command. The squares immediately in front of and behind it. So it's not starting side. More diagonal on its starting. Strike whatever's in front of it, hit to the side. It's going to be interesting. Use the Warlord and get the Freeman out of there. The Jarl will continue. The murderous rampage of the opposing side. They're now in a position to capture the spearman. All right. The problem is moving here, commanding the freeman and moving to here. How does that really help? Kind of, kind of rough. I need some more support to figure this out. Well, starting side's got some command. The starting side has dread. Be interesting. Should we move it that? Right, right. We put it here. Right. Now the Jarl can't capture the spearman without the counterattack from the Vala. The Berserker moves here. Moving here, it puts it safely out of the attacks of everybody that's over here. But then it creates a position of, well, what can I attack from here? The Vala, the Spearman. Might need to take an opportunity to move back. All right. Ooh, excuse me. Let's see. So now the white side. Well, the Warlord's command to put the Vala over here flips the Warlord. Now the Vala has a way to capture either of these freemen. Okay. The Berserker moves up to capture this Spearman and flips, and now the Jarl is threatened. So what are they going to do? The immediate need to protect the Jarl. Jarl can move here. Can't move here, can't jump here, and there's nowhere to jump over here. It's at a it's in a weird position. So let's summon some support. We have another Freeman. All right, let's put him there. And one moment. All right. So with the Freeman summoned, we have something to buy time. Is if the Berserker just strikes, then it'll shorten the range on it. Then we'll have to buy some time elsewhere. So the Freeman or with the Berserker's gonna strike. Freeman's captured. Yes. The Warlord has command, and I need to remember that the Warlord has command. Because to move the Jarl into a position where it's comparatively safer. Right. But then it doesn't have a way to attack from here. But that's a non-combat move. So I won't be able to do anything about it. So Warlord is there. Well, what's the Freeman gonna do? To move back, then the Jarl has the shield up. It moves, can't move forward because of that Freeman shield. Move, move here. It can now threaten the Vala. It's got a shield here. A shield, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I think. What's the Vala gonna do? Let's see. Vala just capture a Freeman and then flip over. Maybe. Maybe we just have to keep knocking down their forces little by little. Okay. So now the Vala has range here, here, here. Nobody to dread over there. Alright. I don't have a diagonal. I don't have that one either. Berserker moves back, and it can threaten the Freeman. Put him right. Move or move back, flip, threaten the Warlord. Back, non-combat move. Flip. Now it can strike at the Freeman. It's a Vala in a weird spot. Right. So the Vala threatens the Freeman. Well, the Berserker threatens that Freeman. And Warlord command. The Warlord command. Put the Freeman over here. Alright. Warlord moves here, and the Berserker goes to take the Freeman. The Warlord can counterattack. Hmm. Except the Berserker strikes, so it's not moving. So really, really tricky here. The Jarl jumps. It's in the dread of the Berserker, but the Jarl's immune to it. But it's also in the attack range of the other Jarl. This is rough. This is rough. Wall moves here. Wall moves here. The Berserker is going to strike it. The Berserker is not passing up an opportunity to take down the Walla, ever. So it might be time to summon more support. try to win through numbers. Axe Warrior. Right. Axe Warriors in a weird position in themselves. Yeah, I summoned the Axe Warrior the wrong freaking time, it seems. I don't know. Except now that's going to protect the. It'll advantage to the Freeman if it can't protect it. Okay. Right. Think what we'll do is summon some more support on our side over here. Our own Huntsman. For all the good that it's going to friggin' do. There. They're at. Well, hmm. The Warlord is going to go ahead and. No, because then at least the Axe Warrior open to getting hit by the Berserker. Oh, that is. That's a problem. Just such a mind bender of a situation here. Well, it could go after the Freeman, but it's not going to really matter. Yeah, well, it's not a good spot. Go for the Huntsman at least. Jump, flip, and we now threaten the Huntsman. All right. And now, who do we move? All right. Freeman. Move the Freeman here. Do they fall for it? I don't think they're that dumb. Because I'm not that. Well, it's now threatening the Jarl. Joel's in check. Except that the Vola just now moved into the dread space of the Berserker. Oops. We're not dumb. So, maybe it's time to get the hell out of here. Here. Yeah, because as long as the Berserker's threatening the Vola, I'm going to start moving around a bit. Okay. Now that creates an issue. This Freeman pictures. Freeman, flip. And now the Berserker's in pickle. As long as the Vola is kept in dread, they can't threaten the Jarl. We go for the Axe Warrior. Uh, damn. So our best shot is to get out of here. Which unfortunately means losing the Berserker. Two-way Freeman. That might even be even more humiliating. I don't know. So what are we left with? The Earl, the Freeman, puts us in the range of Axe Warrior. The Freeman moves. The Vala moves. So that's gonna have to come in some more support. We have a chieftain. A little bit of command. The command. All right. It's not in a good position to do much anything. Here to go for the Freeman later. Well, what? Oh, all right. Issue. Chieftain can't command the Jarl. There's no spaces over there. Freeman can't really help. I can't summon people right there. Jump over here. Okay. There's no immediate attacks coming from that direction. Hello. No, I can't go that way. I don't. That's defense, not movement. Of course. With the Freeman. Vala. Vala jumps. It's in attack range for the chieftain. The axe warrior. Warrior. So Freeman move here. Okay. Okay, the Jarl has nobody to strike out there. The chieftain has nobody to strike out there. All right, more support time. Might be running out of tiles eventually. Archer all right, has side defense. That won't help against the Jarl because of the shields. That won't help against the Freeman. It won't help against Wall either. All right. Well, we'll just go here because we can at least stop the Freeman from moving that direction. Okay. Hmm. Nice. Forward. Which now puts with well, they're immune to dread anyway. All right. What can we do here? Yeah, the chieftain doesn't have a clear move to the Vala. It does have a non-combat move, or move here will stop that Freeman from moving completely. Then its attacks are kind of limited to here and here. Right. The Jarl can throw jumps undefended. This Freeman could scoot over and accomplish nothing. So more support it is. Rondwalla. Forget the Vala has command to its immediate sides. That's a problem. There, and the Freeman attack takes it there, and it's in a really weird spot. All right. Oh, what does that do? I'll move further back, or a couple spaces. Put itself into a position to make a diagonal. The Freeman moves here. It's a position to flip and attack the archer. The archer could act on, or the Vala could act on. So, all right. Alternatively, Warlord can't command anyway right now. So maybe you just yeah, let's just move the Warlord and put them in a position to better command. All right. The Archer is not in a good space. Vala Vala moves. Be sacrificed for nothing. Warlord. No. Archer. It's in a weird spot. Everything's just in a weird spot right now. So what we'll do is move the Freeman. We'll see what happens. All right. Warlord has nobody to command. Oh, I won't be able to protect anyone. Maybe the Axe Warrior is better served. Can't go straight back. Or jumping. Hmm. Yeah. Jump, flip. Now we can threaten the archer. Okay. Problem is trying to Surround the Jarl from here is death from either of those. Jarl's not in a good spot, the Wall is in a weird spot. Everyone's just in a weird spot. It's just kind of frustrating. This is definitely a game I'm gonna try to challenge somebody with at the game store for sure. But it's already been an hour. Holy crap! It's like this is a tricky game. All right, so sure, goes here. Ball moves. Ball captures. Freeman takes. Freeman takes. Yeah. You know what? What if? Let's see how that works out. Archer moves there. Yeah, flips, and it's threatening here, here, here. Freeman captures. The archer flips. Now it has a shield front. However, diagonals are their own thing. So, and of course, well, there'd be no shield to protect it. All it moves is now flipped over there. Now the Jarl can jump, capture. All right. Jarl moves here. All right. Well, it's nowhere to jump. Make use of its Vala moves, flips, and now the Warlord is under dread. So it leaves the Jarl jumping, the Axe Warrior. Axe Warrior moves two back, or jumps, put right in front of the Chieftain. It's not a good thing. Axe Warrior. Axe Warrior jumps. Vala can capture it. Axe Warrior's not in a good spot. The Warlord is under dread. So I think it's time to summon some more support. This is. I didn't realize how crazy this was going to be. Huskarl! Oh, I should probably take some paint and fix that. It has two sides, two starting sides. That's here, here, here. With doesn't help the Jarl moves. Does the jump capture? Right. Because Yeah. Is what you gonna do now? As you're all throwing the Huskarl. Next warrior moves here, and Jarl has a shield. Huskarl moves here. Save. And Jarl can jump here and be in danger of Vala. Thing is, the Huskarl moves. It's only fighting adjacent behind it, or diagonal behind it. So, moving here. Let's have danger from the Jarls. Hmm. That shield. And shield's a pain in the ass. Alright. That's what we do. Summon this spearman. Well, I'm summon it behind us. Spearman can strike the Huskarl. So the Jarl has problems. Huskarl moves back. Shield from the front. This gives it some measure of defense. They can strike the spearman. The Vala moves and is now threatening the Jarl. The Jarl's options are the Jarl's defense is out here. The Jarl jumps here. That puts him in the attack range over there. There's yeah, if the Jarl doesn't move, the ball is going to capture. If it does move, the other Jarl is going to take it. Yeah, I guess all we can really do is go out with us taking someone with us. All right. Alrighty, there we go. That is the end of the game. That is the showdown for Jarl. I'm hoping I pronounced it right. I'm hoping I pronounced anything right. I'll look it up later if needed. Yeah, this is how bloody the conflict can be between Vikings. And the funny thing is, this is entirely compatible with the Duke. So you could do a Vikings versus medieval knights and soldiers scenario. It would be interesting. Yeah, thanks for watching. It's been Pillar Nexus, Age of Gladiator, and we'll see you next time.